very much feel they'd have to score the next goal in this always keenly contested derby.
Strong hold-on play again from Turam. Chow all over the back of him. Giving away a free kick there.
Scored in the last league game as well, Turam, in the 4-0 success against Fiorentina. He's rather grabbing the headlines from the captain Lautaro Martinez so far today at least. Not had a look at goal yet. The Argentine international with 5 goals in the first 3 league games, revelling in the captaincy this season.
Yeah, it's been given more responsibility, but I think the understanding between Turam and Martinez already, we can see it's very good indeed.
Bastoni hitting the turf, but the free kick has gone in favour of Milan. And Loftus-Cheek.
Initially, it might have been for handball by Bastoni.
Worked his way into the Italy international side. Alessandro Bastoni, 24 years old now. Inter paid over €30 million for him as an 18-year-old. Saw the potential and certainly being realised. In by Hernandez. Pulisic. Teo Hernandez. He's going to beat everyone, I think. Well, they are. Did get a foot to it and couldn't hook it back sufficiently. Life comfortable for Sommer. Offside against Dumfries.
Bastoni with the crossfield pass. Dumfries has seen it across the line as well. Should never get caught offside there. We talked, didn't we, in the first half about the matchup between Dumfries and Leao. Well, Dumfries is actually pushing forward. And Leao is then getting picked up right side of centre half and down here.
Here's Kia. Martinez, it could be a nuisance here, and it is to Simon Kier. Well, happy to extricate himself in the end of the day.
Well, he has to gamble, Simon Kier, because he hasn't got pace to live with. Lautaro does well, just throws something in the way, throws everything in the way.
Di Marco. Good run there off his marker, Chaw by Thuram. Just couldn't get any power in the shot, but he ran off Malik Chaw there.
He did, he found space, but wonderful delivery from DeMarco as well, who saw the run. You can see lots of good understanding already. Must be easier as well, just to have one player slot into a team that knows each other so well from last season.
Readers. Here. Hernandez. Well-timed challenge from
Nell'ultimo polo, no?
Release DeMarco here. It's not one of his better deliveries from Federico DeMarco.
No, Umbrellas at far post as well. Desperate for the ball because that's where the space was. Also though by an excellent challenge from Dumfries on Hernandez, who was charging forward. Looking for a handball from Pulisic.
Çalhanoğlu will deliver the Inter free kick. It was way too shallow. It's caused a head injury as well. Calabria, I think, he's down. Steady rain falling now in Milan.
Didn't see that bad, he saw it all the way as well.
Looks as though Calabria will be okay. As you saw, Milan are going to turn to the substitutes bench first in this game. Saw Samuel Chukwueze, the Nigerian international winger, being readied.
Yeah, something has to change. The pattern of play is really just the same. So Chukwueze, there's Okafor, Jovic on the bench as well, in attacking areas that can hopefully make something happen for Milan. Turning in on that from Pulisic.
Chukwueze is a winger. Interesting to see who he replaces shortly. The Rangers very ambitious from there.
Well, it's a long way out. Rain is coming down. Get Summer to at least make a stop.
Coming down and then some. Samuel Chukwueze makes his way on. Off goes Christian Pulisic. Chukwueze is very much in the same envelope as Rafa Leao. Quite a similar style. Loves to attack his fullback. That's what Pioli will be looking for.
Yeah, so no point now trying to keep it at 2 and somehow going to go on the front foot. Okay, they might leave some space in that midfield area, but Leao and Chukwueze need the ball to their feet.
Inter still to concede a goal in Serie A this season. 2 goals today in the derby has taken their total to 10. Impressive 10 in less than 4 games now. Giroud, lovely pass, and Leao is in, should be, is. Milan on the score sheet. And the comeback starts.
No close and well.
It's an excellent finish. Exactly where Leao wants the ball. And this time, rather looking to feet, he bursts in behind. And the timing of the run was superb. The pass even better. Damian, no chance of getting anywhere near him. And he just had to show composure. Sommer knew where he was going. His hand to it, it was so close to his body, it just wriggled underneath. Shot was hit firmly enough. And Milan are back in it.
Beautiful pass from Giroud to release Leao. He was very confident when he gets into those kind of positions, the Portuguese international. Precisely what Milan needed, an early second half goal.
Inter have conceded. They finally concede their first goal. Let's see how they'll respond now to what will no doubt be Milan coming at them.
Here's Mkhitaryan. Bastoni. Shower for Inzaghi. It's torrential now. A number of the fans inside the arena looking for a little bit of cover. Bastoni. Mkhitaryan. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Nice layoff from Leao. Well, they might be in here, Milan. Trying to get back into some kind of shape here, Inter. In by Leao, and it's too heavy. They didn't make the best use of that position.
Well, they didn't. Giroud will talk to Reinders and say, why didn't you put it to the far post far earlier? That was the ball on. It was a good counter. All of a sudden, Inter are on the back foot. Milan put their tails up with that goal. Could have had another one there.
Going to be a yellow card from referee Simone Sotta. Flourished Matteo Fernandes. Just It's the second booking of the derby, both for Milan. Shaw in the first half. Milan reinvigorated after the Rafa Leao goal. Still plenty of time to complete the recovery. After Inter dominated the first half, could easily have led by more than that. 2-0. Free kick Milan.
Strong play initially, wasn't it, from Loftus-Cheek? Dumfries a little unfortunate to just come from slightly behind, giving away a foul.
Chukwueze, first chance to run at Di Marco. Sticks to his task well.
It looks like cramp a little early, isn't it? 62nd minute, Chukwueze with the run. It's well defended by Di Marco.
Jan Sommer just getting the nearest touch to the Rafa Leao shot. Not enough to keep it out. Second goal of the season for Rafa Leao.
Warfare. Don't bring it down for now.
Inter are going to turn to their bench. Davide Fratesi, who scored twice for Italy in the international break in the important win over Ukraine in European Championship qualifying, is coming on. And he will be the midfield replacement for Nicolo Barella. We'll see Carlos Augusto as well, one of the summer acquisitions, the Brazilian wing-back, as Fratesi replaces Barella. And Marco Arnautovic is coming on as well. There's Augusto, who's come on loan from Monza. And that's a direct swap in the left wing-back position for Di Marco, who was struggling after picking up a cramp or a knock in the challenge. 6 Serie A goals last season for Monza. Augusto impressed enough to get him his loan move here to Inter. And that's the last of Marcus Thuram, who had that outstanding first half, topped off by that quite wonderful second Inter goal as he makes way for veteran Austrian international Marco Arnautovic.
Yes, Inter just made those changes, try and stem the flow and change the pattern of the game. Pioli certainly got one step ahead, didn't he, with his changes. Had the desired effect, but now 2-1, rain bucketing down. Trying to make sure, firstly, no mistakes. And Milan, can they get the equaliser?
Well, more Serie A action coming up for you tonight on TNT Sports 1 as the reigning champions Napoli go to newly promoted Genoa. And you'll find on the same channel tomorrow Roma hosting Empoli. And coverage begins from 7:30. Ball's found its way through here to Mkhitaryan. And yeah, able to get down to make a fairly comfortable save in the end. Been quite an introduction for Augusto.
Certainly was a good strike. Right foot just lets fly a long way out. It's the target. And you have to make a good stop.
Nolan. Best efforts from Arnautovic to keep this alive. And do so in his second spell now at Inter. He was a young boy when he played under Jose Mourinho. I think called him a spoiled child at the time. He was 20 and acted like he was a 30-year-old veteran inside the dressing room. It didn't go down particularly well with his Inter teammates at the time. I think he was the first to admit he was a little bit of a hothead at the time, Arnautovic.
Yes, he always had fantastic ability, but as he has matured, it's come out more and more on the pitch, and who'd have thought he'd be back here at Inter after all those years, but here he is. Important. He plays a telling part in this game because they need him up top, need to now put Milan on the back foot.
Arnautovic has returned from this second spell on loan from Bologna. Arnautovic looking for the free kick. Referee not interested in his claims. As we're about to step into the final quarter of the match. If there is a winner in this match, it will be a 2-point lead for the victors at the top of the Serie A table, fledgling league standings after earning match day 4. Juve currently top after a 3-1 home win over Lazio earlier today. 2 goals in that win for Vlahovic.
The result as well in this game today. I see both teams challenging him for the Scudetto. This is so early on in the season, isn't it? The 4th game of the season, but I see enough with the team and the benches to suggest that they're going to be a force, both teams.
It's a lovely pass to pick out Lautaro Martinez. Sets up the shot for Mkhitaryan! Inter stretch out into a 2-goal advantage again. Second goal of the day for Henrik Mkhitaryan. Took a deflection, I fancy, to deceive Mike Maignan in the Milan goal, but the Inter won't complain about that at all. The Armenian scores again.
It's a little bit of fortune with the deflection, but the awareness of Lautaro Martinez inside the box. When he started to cut back onto his right foot, I thought he was going to shoot himself, but he looked up, and the Inter skipper unselfishly found someone in a better position, and that was Mkhitaryan. And an excellent finish. And that near post just flicked off the heel. I think it was still going in, but unfortunately for Milan, doesn't go wide, instead ends up in the back of their net.
Deflection off Malik Chor. Perfect response from Inzaghi's team to being pegged back to 2-1 by that goal from Rafa Leao. Mkhitaryan will certainly be claiming that.
He will. It's been a very good response. Just quality. We knew once the changes were made, the game would start to open up. Well, there we saw an attack from Inter produce their 3rd goal.
Simon Kier. Carlos Augusto. Just a little bit of a lean on the opponent there, from Fratesi.
Didn't really see too much in that by Fratesi. Fernandez goes down, but then some afters between Fratesi and Leao.
I think Davide Fratesi will prove to be a good acquisition in the summer for Milan going forward. Goal-scoring midfield players come in on loan, a 6 million loan fee paid to Sassuolo. Another free kick here for Milan, a yellow card for Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
Yes, he went racing into the challenge, but it actually wasn't for that. It was more for remonstrating towards the referee. That's what certainly he took offence to, Simone Sozza.
Here's Augusto, good crossing position this. Important interception there from Kier. Been a feature of the early weeks of the season, how quickly Inter step onto the opponent in transition. Very effective.
Yes, they defend well, but that pace and tempo that they close down with makes it difficult for the opposition to get any sort of quality going forward.
Well, the Champions League is at the group stage. Starts with Newcastle after many years out of the big time in Europe's Premier competition. They'll be here in this arena on Tuesday. We'll be with them 5 o'clock TNT Sports 1. Game against Milan, and Inter go to Spain to play Real Sociedad. That's on 3. Coverage Wednesday 7:45.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek been fouled. Looked good again today. Just haven't quite used him enough. The way he glides past players and opens up space. Really will prove positive for Milan this season.
Alessandro Bastoni vacates his centre-back position, and the direct replacement is the Dutch international Stefan de Vrij. De Vrij, who lost his starting place to the fit again Francesco Acerbi. De Vrij has gone into the middle of the back three. Acerbi's gone to the left side. Acerbi needing to deal with this, does so effectively. This is Chukwueze. Looked like a foul. Just a little overeager there, Acerbi.
It is, there's no need as well. Leao's going nowhere, he's facing away from goal. Just hold him up, make him play backwards instead. You've given a free kick away in a dangerous area.
A goal back now for Milan. There will be some pickings for them. In by Fernandez. Came off the head of Acerbi and drops comfortably for Jan Sommer. Joined from Bayern Munich in the summer. Spent long at Bayern. Empty midfield here, Milan. 5 against 4 in Inter's favour. Here's Augusto.
Delayed, and Arnautovic and Dumfries were at the far post. Opportunity was there just to clip it up at the back stick.
When they get into those kind of positions, they don't normally take a backward step into. They did there. say that Inter are not flattered by the advantage they currently hold. By a measure, they were the better of the two teams in the first half. Now the rafting changes for Pioli as he tries to recover. Experienced Florenzi, one of the newcomers. Alessandro Florenzi. Noah Okafor, the Swiss international, is coming on. Also going to see Jovic as well. Calabria, direct replacement for him will be Florenzi. Changes need to make an impact quickly here for Milan.
They do, and they're more attacking certainly, with Jovic and Okafor. Very much forward players.
Oh, it was a penalty. That was a lazy foot. Wafted out there and it caught Lautaro Martinez. And the referee immediately points to the spot.
And just look at the reaction of all the Milan players, and none of them have appealed the decision whatsoever. Lautaro does get there first, just a toe poke, but it's enough, and then he gets flattened inside the box. That's a penalty.
Theo Hernandez, the offender. And Hakan Çalhanoğlu has the opportunity to surely deliver 3 big points for Inter should he score. That would not have needed to have gone to VAR. Of course they'd have looked back at it, but there was never any doubt that Hernandez made contact with Martinez. Well, he scored a penalty in the last league game before the international break, Çalhanoğlu against Fiorentina. And scores again here. And that is almost certainly game over to complete a great day for Inter and a brilliant start to the season. And history. They've never won 5 Della Madonnina derbies in a row. They're well on the way to it now.
They certainly are. Impressive penalty, maybe a dive one way. Çalhanoğlu puts it down the middle. 3 goals difference. I'm not quite sure Milan deserved that because they have responded once they were 2-0 down. However, the better side has been Inter. And just lifting it high enough over the sparing leg at the keeper. What's another one on the scoreboard for Inter?
Well, not only is the scoreline a boost to head coach Simone Inzaghi, in addition to that, 2 of his midfielders have scored 3 of the 4 goals. Last action for Çalhanoğlu, as he makes way now for the Albanian midfielder Christian Aslani. Came on loan from Empoli last season. The deal was made permanent in the summer for Aslani, 21-year-old. We're inside the final 10 minutes of normal time. Into the mood to rub their rivals' noses firmly in the dirt here.
You see, even then, the ball knocked up to Okafor. He was just on his heels slightly, but Inter on the front foot, win the ball back. They're 3 goals ahead. That same attitude is there.
Inter heading back to the top of the table where they began the weekend. Lost it briefly to Juventus after they got the better of Lazio at home by 3-1 earlier today. Snapshot from Aslani, decent try.
That would have been some introduction. Difficult skill. Tries to take it nice and early. Chest it down the half volley. Couldn't quite keep his foot over the ball.
Just that little moment in the second half, wasn't it, Tony, when Real got the scoreline back to 2-1 and Inzaghi reacted and took off Thuram, which might have surprised a few at the time how well he was playing, but he just wanted to settle things down again, and now they've pushed on again.
Yes, they've got the initiative back, haven't they? But Milan certainly had a chance to possibly level it up, but it's Inter showed the quality, showed the composure, and largely been in charge of this game. Derby's normally obviously difficult to predict, but for some reason the last few have gone Inter's way, and look at them, they are bouncing.
That looked like a cynical pullback. The referee spotted it immediately.
Well, Barella's got the better of his opponent, gets pulled back. Oh, sorry, Fratesi.
I suspect the Milan fans won't be too happy to be wearing their colours over the next few days in this city. No hiding place.
First, they'll want another game to come around really quickly, and secondly, they'll want the derby back again to try and get one over their rivals again, but it really is not going their way.
Penny for the thoughts of Newcastle. Eddie Howe brings his team here to play Milan in the Champions League on Tuesday. Game you can see on TNT Sports. Live, of course. And will it be a little bit of a case of the wounded animal for Stefano Pioli and his players? But as you were touching on there, Tony, it's a quick opportunity to rebound as the Champions League group stage starts. Some wonderful games to look forward to on TNT Sports. Heading for the final 5 minutes of normal time. Well, drops all the way through that Milan penalty area.
Yes, I think for Eddie Howe's side, if they come here, what I would glean from this game is to make sure you put a lot of pressure on this Milan side. Allow them to play. They certainly can, but you can hustle, make the tempo quick, really push them back, and you might get opportunities yourself.
Couldn't have been a more high-profile group draw for Newcastle after a long absence from the Champions League to be put in with Milan. He did work hard in midfield to try and influence things. And Yunus Musa, the USA international.
Yeah, it's a really good player from Valencia they've signed. Young American midfielder.
20 million they paid for Musa. Here's Augusto. Does well to shake off the challenge. Looking for somebody to pick out. wasn't immediately obvious.
That was an interesting introduction for Musa, who made a bit of a mess of things. Eventually got there and stopped the block.
Two principal names that people look to ahead of this derby have not figured much in it at all. Lautaro Martinez and Olivier Giroud, looking like they're not going to add to their 5 and 4 league goals respectively. Spectacular starts they've had.
Giroud never really got the certainty required. I think Lautaro Martinez has been way more involved. Lovely touches and flicks, winning free kicks, excellent ball. One of the goals as well out to Dumfries, so he'll certainly be the happier.
The Inter fans will be getting excited about that partnership with Martinez and Thuram going forward. Early signs. It's an excellent marriage.
It is, especially because Thuram will stretch the defence, and when that space is available, that's where Lautaro Martinez drops into those pockets and receives, makes things happen. You can see it working extremely well.
Perfect performance and result for Inter to take to Spain to play Real Sociedad on Wednesday. Another game in the Champions League group stage you can see live with us on TNT Sports. Their confidence is sky high right now. The final minute of normal time. They got off to a cracking start with that goal from Mkhitaryan in the 5th minute. Really took the game to Milan and showed how focused and intent they were to continue this brilliant start to the season.
Yeah, so up for a 10-minute spell in the second half. I think they've been absolutely dominant into.
Yeah. Putting down a marker to the rest. Juventus have started well. 10 points from the opening 4 games. I believe not quite hit their stride yet, having kept hold of Victor Osimhen, free-scoring Nigerian in the summer. They will not be discounted in their bid for a follow-up Scudetto.
No, certainly not. Rudy Garcia, though, has had to lose the job with the champions. And lost Kim, of course, the centre-half.
Of course, losing Spalletti, the man with the Midas touch, to the Italian national team job now. Inside 5 additional minutes. Second goal on the day for Mkhitaryan really put the game to bed in Inter's favour. Çalhanoğlu's penalty just putting the gloss on things. Here's Musa. consolation, no. The block from Acerbi. Interesting to see how Milan respond to this heavy defeat. Reminder then too, like Inter started with a 100% record in the opening 3 league games. Inter looking for a 5th. They may well get it. They do. Beautifully timed pass from Mkhitaryan. Frattesi burns off an excellent few days for him after scoring twice for the national team in a very important European Championship qualifying game against Ukraine. Really does put the seal on a brilliant day for Inter. 5-1 in the derby.
Well, that's emphatic. What an excellent goal as well from Frattesi. But how often do Inter just close up shop, win the ball back, and then on the counter? Certainly devastating. 4 against 3. I saw a couple of similar runs and I thought, where's the space going to be? And Mkhitaryan knew it was Frattesi running through in between João and Hernandez just to slot home. Mannion beaten, all ends up. And Inter are delighted. And so is David Frattesi, I'd say. He's absolutely happy to take that yellow card.
His first goal at the outset of his loan this season from Sassuolo. And on the day, Inter make history by winning the Derby della Madonnina. For the 5th time in a row, never happened in the 114-year history of this eternal rivalry. They make it 5 in a row, they score 5. Overall thoughts, Tony?
Well, it's turning into a bit of a thumping, isn't it? And you look at Milan certainly going forward. They were largely snuffed out, but we saw a bit of brilliance, didn't we, from Leao. Defensively, they've been found wanting. Tomori, of course, has been suspended for this game. That's certainly one of the reasons, but I would say this Inter side just looked very good going forward. Extremely strong. Goals from here, there and everywhere. And then Marcus Thuram, I thought, certainly had the player of the match. Started out his Inter career absolutely on fire. Scoring one heck of a goal in the derby certainly helps matters as well.
Who'd have thought Inter would score 5 and Martinez would score none of them. Davide Frattesi rounded off the romp. 2 goals for Mkhitaryan. 1 for Çalhanoğlu from the penalty spot. Frattesi, that late goal, but the goal of the game, and one will be